now. సార్ నమస్తే సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
సారీ సార్, 3 o'clock యాక్చువల్గా మీరు పంపించేసిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ అయిపోయింది మీటింగ్ మాకు.
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం సార్.
మీ ఇష్టం, మీరు ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేసినా ఒకటి జాయిన్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయండి సార్ ఒకసారి, మీకు వస్తుందో లేదు సార్. రమణ సార్.
One second.
ఓకే సార్.
వస్తుందా?
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే, అట్లానే పెట్టండి సార్ దాన్ని.
ఓకే.
ఓకే సార్, ఒక 5 మినిట్స్ సార్, మళ్ళా ఆన్లో అవుతాను సార్ వీడియో.
ఓకే. ఓకే, పర్లేదు. ఓకే.
సార్ సార్ మైక్ ఆఫ్ సార్.
బాగా పెట్టిండా నీట్గా పేర్చాడు షాడైతే ఘాట్లో ఘాట్లో పేర్చాడు బోండా, లేకపోతే వద్దు ఈడే పెట్టండా. అవుట్లమ్మా అవుట్లు కొంది వాటికి తోడుకొస్తా, వాటికి తోడుకొస్తాను. ఆదివారం లేపుతా పోతా.
లికేష్ రెడ్డి.
లైకేష్.
ఎస్ సార్, దిస్ ఇస్ లికేష్.
లికేష్, ఏం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తున్నాయి నీ దగ్గర నుంచి? మీట్ ఆఫ్ అన్మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసి, మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసే నువ్వు.
ఎస్ సార్, ఐఎమ్ ఆల్రెడీ అన్మ్యూటెడ్ సార్.
ఓకే అమ్మా. Lahari, respond.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ramana sir. Today's speaker.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, madam, principal, madam. Good afternoon, madam. Manor sir, good afternoon.
Sir, good
Murli Mohan sir.
afternoon.
Okay, Murli Mohan sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ramana sir.
Good
Thank you so
afternoon,
much
ma'am.
for
Good
joining
afternoon.
us.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry for the delay, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Lahari, please start, amma. Madam, principal, madam.
Yeah, sir. We are all ready, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir, I'll start.
Okay.
Warm greetings and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ms. Soundarya Lahari, 3rd BSc, Sri Vidyaniketan Degree College, Tirupati. On behalf of Sri Vidyaniketan family, I'm privileged to invite you all for the national webinar on Role of Communications in Daily Life. I extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Chairman, Sri Vidyaniketan Educational Institutions, Padma Shri Dr. M. Mohan Babu Uncle, CEO Mr. Vishnu Manchu Anna, Principal of SVDC, Dr. D. Ashalata Ma'am, Organizing Committee, Technical Team, Resource Person, and all the participants of today's program. Now, I humbly request our Principal, Dr. D. Ashalata Ma'am, to inaugurate the webinar and present the welcome address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Lahari. Good afternoon, everybody. Indeed, it's a very happy moment for all of us that Ramana sir is once again joining us today for yet another national webinar in the field of electronics. And sir is going to enlighten us about the role of electronics and communications in our everyday life. This is actually quite a good moment because each and every one of us, we are so much connected to the digital technology in the world today, but we exactly don't know how we can use it only for the advantageous ways or how we can make the best use of it. So we from SVTC, we are all very thankful to sir for joining us today, for accepting our invitation. And we actually sincerely thank our management, Honorable Chairperson Dr. Mohan Babu sir, and our very revered CEO, Shri Vishnu sir, for giving us this opportunity and encouraging us each and every single time to conduct programs of this type to actually make the students part of this entire system where they are interacting with the subject experts and trying to take the awareness and also spread it across. Kind of they kind of become a kind of beacon lights. That is what we expect our students to do in the future. So I hope this particular webinar that we are hosting today on behalf of the Department of Mathematical Sciences, I think it will be very useful and helpful, not only for us as faculty and students, for the general public also, and all the people who have very nicely, registered today and encouraged us with their participation in this national webinar. I hope that this knowledge will help us to take it forward. That see, when we talk about electronics or communication science and its advent into the human life, we see that most of the time it was either for entertainment or orientation or for education. But all the three eras and three areas, they were getting overlapped in the course of the history. But when you come to the mainstream of the role of these kind of sciences in the everyday life, it can be medical electronics, or it can be consumer electronics, or it can be digital or industrial electronics. It actually paved the way for the human civilization to make themselves much more better, but at the very same time to make us more humane. So every single technology that we have been using and digitalizing ourselves electronically, it made us more human. It's not that we are trying to put limitations for ourselves. Maybe it was trying to make our approach towards life much more enhanced, and the civilization top of upgradation happened accordingly along with that. So it's quite an interesting thing to know that we are not only updated and upgraded, but at the very same time, maybe we are not trying to mask God and say that we are the creators, but still we are proud of our innovation, that we make ourselves comfortable in this life. And also, like, we are trying to be lifesavers, life givers, and also trying to sustain the goals of human evolution as well as human existence on this planet, and also try to go beyond the planets to make ourselves more inadvertently exploring the other planets to see whether we can live across the world. So I hope that this particular session that we're going to take up today, sir is the best person to enlighten us about the role of all these things, electronics in the day-to-day communications and day-to-day systems which are prevalent, and help us to understand, like, how we can have this knowledge to make ourselves as a future torch bearers for the future generations, to not only do research but also see that our life becomes sustainable on this planet. Thank you so much, sir, once again for giving us this opportunity to invite you for our webinar. And I congratulate the team of the organizers, coordinator Dr. Srinivas sir, and the department team, as well as all the students who have supported this task today. Hope we'll have a wonderful session ahead. Congratulations once again, everyone, and God bless all of us.
Thank you, ma'am. I request the webinar coordinator, Dr. K. Srinivaslu, sir, Assistant Professor, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Lahari. Good afternoon, everyone. Warm greetings. I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Ashlata Madam, Principal of SVDC, encouraged me in organizing such event. In spite of joining this institute in May 2020, I had witnessed her commitment towards her duties. She was always encouragement to materialize such events. In her leadership during this pandemic, we have organized 15 such events, including this. I was really thankful to resource person and Dr. P. Venkatramana Garu with my full heart for accepting their consent, and I asked them this time. Thank you, Lahari. Over to you, Lahari.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request the UG and PG coordinator, Dr. P. Manohar, sir, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you. This is Manohar. Thank you, Lahari, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank Professor P.V. Ramana, sir, Dean Academics, Professor and Head Department of ECE, Engineering College. This is the second program are giving by Professor Ramana, sir. We must thank from the SVDC family for accepting our invitation for giving this beautiful webinar on role of communications in daily life. So communication is interlinking with electronic communication, verbal and non-verbal communication. So global communication is required nowadays to fulfill the gap between industry and customer. So for this purpose, this webinar will be helpful for all of us in a great manner, no doubt about it. So development of any country is based on the communication systems. So this role of communications for the entire the globe is a need nowadays, especially during this pandemic situation. The communication networks are very high definition networks are required to control the number of damages and number of diseases. So, and I would like to thank the organizers, especially the coordinator, K. Srinivasulu sir, and head of the department, Murali Mohan sir, for organizing this beautiful seminar. I congratulate Department of Mathematical Sciences. I am expecting in future also this type of webinars. Thank you, one and all. Over to Lahari.
Thank you, sir. I express my gratitude and thankfulness to the resource person for accepting the invitation in spite of his busy schedule. And now I request Mr. M. Bhargav, 5th BSc MECS, Sri Vidyaniketan Degree College, to read the speaker's profile. Over to you, Bhargav.
You are in mute. Bhargav, Bhargav, you are in mute.
Yeah, I'm Bhargav, 5th MECS, and I'm extremely happy to introduce the profile of today's speaker, Dr. P. Venkatramana sir. Professor P. Venkatramana sir completed MTech and PhD from SC University, Tirupati. He has more than 2 decades of teaching and research experience in SVAC and has published 34 research articles in various reputed national and international journals. Professor Ramana sir completed various research projects and has also far received Rs 55 lakh from various funding agencies. He completed INUP IITB research project. He is the Dean Academics, Sri Vidyaniketan Education Institutions. Also, he works as Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, member of Governing Body, Curricular Development Committee, and Academic Council member in SVC. Above all, he has a reputation of being the most amicable and helpful colleague to his workmates. Despite his busy schedule, Dr. P. Venkatramana sir has accepted our invitation to be the resource person for this session. I deem it an honor to welcome you, sir. Over to you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhargav. I deem it a privilege to invite today's esteemed resource person, Dr. P.V. Ramana sir, to enlighten us about the role of communications in daily life. All the participants are eagerly waiting to listen to you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Shall I start now?
Okay, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Very good evening to all of you, respected colleagues and my dear student friends. Role of communications in daily life. This is technical communication. Generally, communications means language communications. This is technical communications, which we come across the things in daily life. Basically, the communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place to another place. Even if I'm talking to you right now, is also is nothing but conveying some communications, conveying certain information. Now, coming to the types of communication. When you ask me broadly, these categorized as a different model. Some people call wired communication and wireless communication. That is also true. Some people call analog and digital communication. That's also true. Radio and TV broadcasting. That's also true. Radio, most of the radio communications is analog, as TV broadcasting today is digital, and satellite communications, Bluetooth communications, Wi-Fi, and many more, like wireless LANs, and many more. Now, how I can make this will become a part in our daily life. Let us see how all these are becoming a part in our daily life. Everybody knows our daily activity starts with mobile. Even we speak nearby, we are going to keep our mobile. We used to keep our mobile phone. So then what is optical? How it is helping us to achieve high speed bandwidth? Now radar, generally see, it works a big application, but how it is helpful to us, let us see how it become a part in our daily life. Now if you see broadly wired and wireless communication, two things you have to keep in your mind. One is communication, type of communication, and what is the medium we are using. Telephone. So landline phone we will be calling it as. Two-wire pair is the transmission medium. Cable TV network, maybe coaxial. Sometimes people are using optical. Along with the cable network, you want to have a high-speed internet, then people are using optical. Wired LAN, maybe copper wire or twisted pair or maybe optical. This is for high, let us take an IBM or maybe TCS or any MNC companies. The lands, they are not going to use any copper wire or twisted pair. They are going to use optical because the bandwidth requirement will be very large. Now coming to the wireless communication, what are the different applications that comes under satellite? DBS TV, today DTH, that comes through satellite only. Phone, this is not mobile phone, this is about satellite phone. Navigation, GPS, through satellite, and internet also through satellite. Not every internet through satellite. Places where this is not covered with the general, then it will be covered with the satellites. Mobile phones, all SMS or chatting, whatever it may be, all comes under data services. Radar generally for tracking and target detections. Bluetooth, Aadhaar network for data transfer. Anything you can use. You can use for Bluetooth speakers. You can use for Bluetooth devices. You can use Bluetooth earphones. You can use the Bluetooth even for networking also. Wi-Fi. All these are ad hoc network. This doesn't require any license for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. These two are ad hoc networks, doesn't require any license. Whereas this requires license, pure license. So all wireless communication requires license. Now let us see what is that. What the actual satellite will do. Satellite is nothing but a repeater. Whatever you whatever you transfer from the ground station, that will go to satellite, and simply it will be retransmitted to the earth station. Then what is the use of satellite? Basically, the area that was covered by this satellite, that means one third of the earth can be covered by a single satellite. The information you are sending from the ground station, let us take this is at Tirupati, ground station is at Tirupati. Some Brahmotsavam is taking place in Tirumala. You are giving direct live. Then what they do is generally they take the live broadcast from Tirupati or Tirumala and it will be linked to the satellite. Satellite in turn will cover one third of the earth. You want to cover the entire earth, then 3 satellites are required. That means the coverage area generally will be large with the satellites. We want to take the wire to each home, it is very difficult practically. That's why what they do is wireless communication came into picture. Now coming to this satellite applications, see how many different applications are there in wireless. One is maritime ships that deals with only satellite communication. That doesn't have any base stations or towers. Now coming to the mobile video. So today what we are experiencing all videos, chatting, WhatsApp, Facebook, but this mobile video is entirely one like official military people generally uses these mobile videos. Now we are not going to talk about this. Mobile, what we are seeing today, that will be discussed. So really militaries today. Now distance education. Now even Zoom today we are there is only because of internet facilities. Now disaster preparedness. Now this is most important. Suppose entire Tirupati is covered with water, then almost the power is going to be dead. Platforms only. So that is done through only the satellite based communication modules. Next, IPTV. This is not normal TV. Internet protocol TV. This is also through satellite. Next, Vivo IP. Voice over IP. Today we are using Vivo LTE. 4G is called Vivo LTE. Internet now corporate networks. Now if you see the heights, we have lot many applications. Let us start our discussions with DTH, quite interesting. One by one I'll be going. Now if you see, this is nothing but vehicle where the live broadcast will take and it will send to satellite, from satellite to ground station or to all networks. Maybe using DTH. DTH means it will come to a DTH office from where they will be distributing. Or if you have direct DTH service like Sun TV, video phone like this, directly we will be getting the signals from the satellite. Now, what is that? Suppose, for example, let us take election is going on, and in your TV, one TV channel is covering 5 places. They are showing all the 5 places in a single TV. How it is possible? Now, like this, at 5 places, somebody is creating lights, please. Can be in mute mode, please. Right. So at 5 places, this kind of vehicle you will be seeing. This kind of vehicle you will be seeing. These guys will take the live, and that live will be sent to the satellite. This satellite has a link only to the consumer houses. All the 5 will go to the satellites. That means 5 signals will go to the satellite. From there, it will go to TV station. TV station will combine, and they will be adding some information. This video is Hyderabad, this video is Tirupati, this video is Chennai, and they will be mixing whatever they want to display for the customers. They will be doing all this processing here. Then whatever they process, that will be governed to this satellite, and this is the satellite from which you are going to receive for your setup box. We will be calling it as setup box. Nothing but DTH receiver. DTH receiver. Now, whatever you are receiving, this is from this satellite. But this satellite is not getting signal directly from the place from where you are broadcasting. The broadcasting is being that will be downloaded by the TV station. Here the processing is done. So they will be adding, like news channels will be adding 3 lines, 2 lines in bottom and 2 lines in the up, and they'll be adding 2, 3 different signals in different places signals and all the mixed signal will be transmitted to the to the satellite. Whatever they have uploaded here will. So every one of you have experience with the DTH or maybe cable network. So all the cable networks generally will be received the signal from the satellite. Whether you are in the cable network or you are using DTH, the cable network head office will receive this signal from directly for your home. They are going to keep an antenna on the top of your home. You will be receiving the signal from the satellite, and this is processed by your setup box, and directly the TV channel will be viewed. Here, the drawback of this is you can view only one channel at a time. If you have multiple TVs, also it is not possible. Whereas in your DTH, you can have multiple. Today, the option has been removed, and this is replaced DTH simple receiver. So, a particular channel is going to be changed. For using that frequency, you will be viewing a particular channel. All the channels are mixed in the satellite. So, all each setup, let us take this is one TV channel, is uploading to this satellite. Another TV channels will also upload to. So each will have different frequency. So based on that, one will be. This is what each one of you have experienced. Another radar communications. But how these flights are being managed? How the flights are being managed? Because nobody knows the flight comes in the opposite direction. Long distance flights cannot be seen. Even short distance also at that speed, which are going at 800 miles or 800 kilometers per hour, we cannot even expect that there is going to be escape. Now, all thousands of flights is being managed in California and New York. See, this is there in everywhere. Please, request all of you be in silent mode, mute mode, please. Right. Every airport will have this building. Only now this is nothing but ATC, air traffic controller. This is nothing but ATC, air traffic controller. Inside this is the systems how they could manage. Now each and every flight that is running will be viewed in the monitor that I will be showing. Now this is the radar. That means in all directions, in any directions, this like a circular shape, round shape, all are fitted with glasses. From any direction you can view it. Now this is the radar antenna which rotate is moving or turning. Okay. Now what exactly happening? What is that you will be displayed in the screen? So here you can see this screen. What is that is displayed in the screen? Now this is what that is displayed. That means this point indicates one flight. This is another flight. This is another flight. This is another flight. This is another flight. Each one will say at what height and what direction it is moving. Oh, this is like a blinking of that. Now this blue color ray that is showing the radar is scanning in this direction at the instant of time where the screenshot is taken. Now this is going to take like in 2 seconds, one 360-degree rotation is going to be complete. So every 2 seconds, every flight in the sky is being scanned. For example, let us take Renigunta, there is one airport. Suppose if there is ATC field in Renigunta, is it possible to land a flight in Renigunta? Yes, it is possible. The Chennai tracking center will take care of it. So Chennai has a zonal office which has higher capacity radars. That radar will take care of up to Hyderabad. Hyderabad people will take care of up to Chennai. That means a radar to several hundreds of miles. So always we talk in terms of miles when we are talking about the radars. Okay. With respect to distance, we will be using kilometers, but they will be using. Another question, for example, if a flight started in Chennai, another flight started in Singapore, another flight started in America. Now, what is the time at Chennai? What is the time in India? What is the time at US? Will not be same. Then how the other people will be knowing where the flight started, when it's going to come? So always these ATC people will be using GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. So the watch which is showing in the airport, that is for us. For ATC, throughout the world, they'll be using only one time. This is another important factor. Those who are ready to work in ATC or maybe in airport, for flights and for the pilots, the timings are used is different. For passengers, the timing will be local timings. So this is how they manage all the signals that is scanned by this simple radar setup. This is the radar. Some radars will scan for every 1 second, 360-degree rotation will take place, and it will merely scan hundreds of kilometers, hundreds of kilometers. Now you can see 0 degree, 90 degree, 135 degree, 180 degree. So it means all 360 degree will be scanned. The flight which is coming and flight which are moving, that will be denoted by the dots. So based on that, people will give particular instructions that you have to come in this direction, in this altitude, in this height. Altitude means here a height. So if you ask me, I'll show a small video so that you people will. One second. One second. Could you able to see the video, please? Would you able to see the video, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone please respond?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll tell one by one. Now I'll tell one by one. See, these are all nothing but the flights picture. These are all nothing but the predefined routes. The yellow color lines are shown as predefined routes. The blue color lines which are showing are different altitudes and different zones. Now the flights which are moving will be seen in the picture. Now you see, this is nothing but like GPS for the flights. Now we generally use GPS when we are traveling in the vehicle. This is the GPS for the flights. This GPS is different from our GPS. The resolution of this GPS is 1 meter. Our resolutions are 50 meters, sometimes 10 meters, sometimes 5 meters. This is specially designed with satellites for flights. Now you can see, now see the map has been changed because the place where you are traveling has been changed, map will get changed. So just like our GPS. So every time the people used to talk with ATC people. See, these yellow lines, each yellow cord here and the orange cord here indicates one flight data. So at what time, at what distance it is traveling, all will be noted physically. No automation is done. Automation is done only for flight tracking, but it is done physically here. Every flight, they will be, once they receive message from the pilot, they will be noting on a paper. That paper says that particular flight is in this time, this is, I mean, in a particular altitude and longitude. I can see now they are writing each and every flight details here. Now this is the sheet. This sheet will give all the details how the flight, I mean at what time flight started and what is the direction they have followed. All the details will be recorded on the sheet. Now see. 1 second. I'll be back to my presentation. Could you able to see my presentation, please?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now this is nothing but these are all we experience, but physically we are not seeing. But the flights which are being tracked everywhere. I'll give you one classical example so that you will understand. During the 9/11 attack, WTC attack, 5,000 flights were flying in the sky. After receiving the message from higher up, the time taken to land all the flights is only 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, 5,000 flights skying in US has been landed within the near airports. Within the near airports, they have landed 5,000 flights. Just think of one train you are parking. One second. Is it okay? 1 second. Something. So within 10 seconds, they have landed 5,000 flights. All these are because of ATC. If a flight starts at one point till it reaches the next point, I'm not every 1 minute the flight is being tracked. Otherwise, there is no guarantee that it will reach the destination. Okay, these are safe only because of this ATC. Now coming to the radar guns, next item, radar guns. So here, what is the radar? So generally in highway patrols, the vehicle speed is monitored with the different types of setup. This is one setup. This is another setup. This is another setup. These are the different radar guns to detect the speed of the vehicle. These guns are being used by our police people also. Now coming to these different types of radar systems. Now today we are using this thermal gun in similar fashion it seems to be. Now the signal will be transmitted and echo will be received. Signal will be transmitted, echo will be received. Based on that, they will calculate the speed of the vehicle. Today the ball which is bowled by the bowler is also calculated using the radar gun only. So this is becoming a part today everywhere. Now coming to your interesting topic, which is called mobile communications. Today what we are using is 4G. Before that it's 3G, now 2G. 1G is not experienced by Indian people. Now India started its mobile communication with 2G only. So US and European countries, they started 1G. From 2G onwards, what are the generation we have? That is digital communication. Purely it's a digital communications. Now see the speed. 2.4 kbps, 64 kbps, 2000 kbps. Today it is 1 Gbps. Is the speed. Now let us see what is that. All of you know that GSM still you will be getting E. That is nothing but Edge. 3G and 4G. I'll tell you the test. 2G only voice services. 2.5G voice plus data services. Gaming age, video conference, everything is today. If I make a call to you, suppose if I'm making a call to the principal man, now my phone will be keep quiet for few seconds. After that, I'll be getting beep sounds. After that, I'll be getting ring sound. What is happening there during that time? Can anybody answer for this question? When I make a call from a mobile to another guy, now for few seconds it will be silent. After that, you will get beep sound. After that, you will be getting ring sound. During that, what will happen? Or what is happening there?
Connecting to nearby towers.
Yeah. So simple. I'll be showing. Forget about this 1G. The process remains same. So when you make a call, what is happening? Generally, I'll show you this. I'll show you this diagram. A is calling to C or B, whatever may be this. Whether A and C both are in the same cell site, that means same cell tower, and B is in the other cell tower. The process remains same. Whether you are calling from A to C or A to B, that means I am in Rangampet tower. I am calling to Tirupati tower, another cell. My request will go. That means my mobile request will go to nearest cell site. We will call it as base station. This is called cell site, a cell tower. From cell tower, so this is wireless communication. Your mobile is wireless communication, but all towers are physically connected to the MSC. Our entire state will have only one MSC. That's why I'll go with this diagram so that it could be easy for you. Now, if I'm calling this from mobile, this to mobile base, let us take my request will be sent to this base station, cell tower. Cell tower in turn blindly forward to the MSC. MSC means mobile switching center. For the entire state, there will be one MSC. Right. When you buy a SIM card, is that your SIM card will be activated immediately or it will take some time?
Takes time.
Why? Why it takes one time? Because once the SIM card is activated, your data, your profile will be maintained here. Your profile will be maintained in the HLR. That means under which plan you are, how much balance you are authorized user or not, AUC, Authentication Center. HLR means Home Location Register. Your profile is maintained in the HLR. That means under which plan you are, what is the balance amount you have, and what are the facilities you have. You have facility to make a calls, and you have facility to use internet. All this will be maintained in the HLR. Authentication center, that means whether you are is an authorized person or not, your SIM card is active or not. So that database has to be maintained here. EIR, equipment identity register. That means you are using you are using a mobile phone, whether that equipment is an authorized equipment or any duplicate equipment. That means unauthorized equipment. That will be also maintained in the area. DLR means a person who is coming from other states, which we call it as roaming mobile, that is maintained in the DLR. So
Okay.
if I made a request, that will go to cell tower to MSC. MSC will check all these things. During that time, you will be keep quiet.
మెయిన్గా
Once,
మన
suppose if I'm calling to this guy, now how this base station doesn't know where the mobiles are, but mobiles know where it is because this is the signal from base station. This is the funny thing of communications. In this scenario, mobile knows where it is, but base station don't know where the mobile is. So what it do generally, a request made, suppose you want to connect A to B. A will make a request to base station will send to MSC. MSC will send a request like, suppose if I want to search a roll number 1 in your class, I'll be calling roll number 1. Everybody will listen. Who will respond?
Immediate roll number.
Likewise, the request which was made by A will move to MSC. MSC will check whether it is an authorized user or not. After that, it will make a paging information to all the base station. Who is B? All will listen, but everyone will keep quiet. Only B will respond. So after B is responding, so a line in A, another line in B will get connected. So while doing this process, your mobile will be keep quiet time. After that, during searching, that means this MS is searching for B. During that time, you'll get beep sound. After B is find out, then you'll get ringtone. Once B is connected to A, then the call will be connected. This is what the simple process. When you make a request, it will keep quiet. And after during searching process also, it will keep quiet. When searching for this mobile, you will get beep sound. When this mobile is not identified, you will be receiving it is out of coverage area. Sometimes it will be switched off. So these are the different messages. Suppose when you switch off your mobile, is it that it will switch off within seconds or it will take few seconds for switching off?
Next time.
It takes few seconds. The reason is when you switching off your mobile is sending a message to the MSC stating that I am killing my services. That means I am going to switch off my phone. So that is recorded here. That is recorded here. When you make a call, suppose B is switched off. I made a call to B. So AEC will tell your mobile is switched off. Suppose B had moved to a place where signals are not good or signals are not there. Then it will say the mobile is unable to find out. Nothing but what? Network busy, like mobile is out of coverage area, all this information you are getting from this. So this is what that is happening in your mobile communications. Now earlier case, the all base stations in the MSC is connected directly, nothing but all the students, principal, section wise students of sections and principal. Now in between there is one item called BSC. This is mobile switching center. This is base station switching centers. A group of stations will be under one BSC. Nothing but Nellore, Chittoor districts will be under one BSC. Likewise, other districts will be under one BSC. Another district under another BSC. All BSCs interconnected to MSC. This is the structure today we are using for 3G and 4G. Now, one question I would like to ask you is, when you move from 2G to 3G or 3G to 4G, have you seen any new base station constructed or old base stations is there? No base stations for connected. That means the infrastructure which was already there, the same infrastructure is being used. Only the technology has been changed. That's why I didn't show these diagrams. Now I'll be talking about this. Now see this. Now the technology used in 2G is GSM. And American people, they use CDMA. Indian people purely use GSM technology. 2.5, it is GPRS, where your internet started. Edge, that means it is a name, technology name, where 3 times speed more than GPRS. Now 3G is CDMA technology. Now this is normal CDMA, this is CDMA 2000, because video calling is possible. Now directly from 3G to 4G we have moved. This is LTE, long-term evolutions. Now what is the difference between 2G 3G, 4G. Tomorrow, your father or your family members ask, what do you mean by 4G? How speed is large? Earlier, up to 2G, up to 3G, when I'm talking to you, that means voice calls is done through a dedicated line. In 4G, VoLTE, that means your voice calls are also converted into packets. That packets is being transferred at the high speed. That's why data and packets. So most of your 4G, there is a, 4G is, there is a chance of, call jump to other persons. There is a chance of mixing two voices for a call. Only this is because of digital packets that was not routed properly in India. Because unfortunately, Indian people won't follow the revenue regulations properly. That's why your signal strength will not be uniform throughout. In some houses, you will be getting very good signal in at a hall, and you won't be getting good signals at bedrooms. Or you will be getting very good signals at bedrooms, and the signals won't be good at corridors. The reason is the man-made structures, nothing but human constructions and the regulation laws which we are not following properly. That's why there is no cellular system that was particularly designed for Indian environment. So just we are copying the cellular system concepts and we are implementing. There is no guarantee that the signal strength will be good in all the areas of the cell. Cell means one coverage area here. So now 5G. People told 5G may come in 2018, 2019, 20, 21. Still it is not coming. The reason is they actually planned in millimeter wave, but unfortunately this is not supporting the expected items. So people have moved to again 6 gigahertz frequency. So 5G will come in near future, but that is not the actual 5G which was expected or which was intended. Now in future, we'll be experiencing the 5G. Suppose if the 5G started with an objective, if that is the case, then you can download a movie in 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Now, whatever the 5G today coming to India, maybe 2 times or 3 times more than your 4G. Maybe. I'm not sure about it again. So this is what. Now coming to the Bluetooth, everybody knows what is the maximum distance of Bluetooth. People are saying 50, but because of man-made structure and surrounding environment, we can have maximum of 10 meters. What are the different devices which can be connected? So laptops, PDA, personal digital access devices, mobile phones, printers, desktops, mouse, earphones, wireless earphones. Likewise, you can have all this Bluetooth. Is it that Bluetooth can have maximum of 10 meters? No, it can have maximum of 50 meters. Subject to conditions if the signal strength is good. That is not possible all the time. So average Bluetooth devices can have a maximum of 20 to 40 meters. So one question I'll ask, you are using your TV remote. TV remote. Keep your hand in front of your TV remote and operate it. Will your TV works?
No, sir.
The reason is because it requires line of sight. Line of sight. That means your remote should be able to see the TV. That means IR communication, infrared communications. Whereas Bluetooth doesn't require infrared communications. Even you can use your Bluetooth mobile phone in one room, and you can use your Bluetooth earphones in other room also. So line of sight is not required. So cell tower is in Rangampet. People are living inside the room, so they are going to get the signal. So line of sight is not required. Whereas in your IR, infrared, whether it may be of AC remotes or TV remotes, it requires line of sight. One question I'll ask. Another question. Only in 2 minutes I'm going to close it. Don't worry. Now, tell me one example for the wireless optical communications. Now, whatever you have seen, the diagram, I forgot to add one diagram. All base stations in India, it is network cell towers in India, is connected to MSC using optical fibers. Because of optical fibers only, today, everyone in the world, I'm talking, in the world, we could able to get the high speed signal. Do you know optical fiber size? Single optical fiber will be less than that of your hair diameter. A single hair diameter, ventricle, single hair diameter, less than of your hair diameter, one wire It has a capacity of replacing 10 satellites. That is the capacity of optical fiber. That's why it could be able to. Even 40% of its capacity is not used today. The cables which were laid in the roads, optical fibers in India, will support for the next 30 years. That is the capacity of optical fibers. Once optical fiber size is less than of your hair diameter. Now coming to the Wi-Fi, everybody knows, see, all wireless communication, this you keep in your mind forever, all wireless communications, wire is the background. Only for this area, this is wireless. For every wireless device, wire is the background. So see, this is the background. So for Wi-Fi also, when the cable up to this Wi-Fi modem, you will be running a cable. From this router, these devices will be wireless. That is, mobility is given to this. Tell me one name, whether it's a mobile phone or cell phone. You are using phones. I think everybody is having phone. Whether it's mobile phone or cell phone. Which one is correct? Whether it's mobile phone or cell phone. One of you, please. Now, whether this is mobile phone or cell phone.
Cell phones.
This is cell phone.
Yes,
So cell means this is one coverage area. So cell phone,
Yes.
right? Mobile phone is also right, sir, because
Yes.
it has a capacity of mobility.
Mobility.
Yes, mobile phone. Both are right, sir. Mobile phone is also right. Cell phone is also right. The reason is cell phone means this area that is covered by this cell tower is called one cell. One of the cell, therefore it will call it cell phone. And it has a provision of moving, that is move from one area to other area, so mobility. So in your home, landline phones and cordless phone people are using. So this mobile phone has a capacity of, even you are traveling in a vehicle with a speed of 100 kilometers also it works. Even in standstill position also it works. Even at walking speed also it works. This is how it was designed. Technically, if I talk more, it will be bored. So I don't want to put more stuff on you right now, just to have an idea. Now, see, this became a part in your daily life. So people, some are directly and some are indirectly. IP cameras, surveillance, printer, multimedia system, computer, laptops, phones, everything is becoming a part in our daily life, and all are so working in wire model, wire and wireless model. So you can see the laptop is wired, and also the other one which is wireless. Another laptop which is wireless. So most of the today electronic gadgets that works with wire and as well as in wireless.
Right.
So every wireless device, the background is wire. That's all about my talk. Any doubts you can ask me, please.
We are very much thankful to you, sir, for delivering us such a knowledgeable session on role of communications in daily life. Thank you so much, sir, for spending your valuable time to enlighten us. It was indeed a very informative session, sir. Now, I request Ms. R. Akhila, 3rd BSc MECS, to pass on the questions or clarifications to the resource person. Over to you, Akhila.
The first question asked by Tippesh, why 5G was not launched?
The reason is 5G was designed for 30 gigahertz frequency. Unfortunately, 30 gigahertz frequency requires 3 kilometer radius cells. I mean, the cell tower today, which is available in India, is covering 15 kilometers. That means one cell tower is covering approximately 15 kilometers. Now, the frequency which was allotted for 5G, if you implement, it is maximum covering of 3 kilometers. That means the cell towers request is in lakhs in India. Practically, it is not possible. The maintenance cost will become very, very expensive. Therefore, people have moved to another frequency, lower frequency, 6 gigahertz. Still, the research is going on. That's why it became delayed. That is the reason why 5G was not implemented. It was planned to actually implement in the 2018. The reason is it requires large infrastructure, and ultimately the money that has to be spent on that has to be earned from the customer. Therefore, the call rates become very costly. That's why they don't want to do such exercise, and they are again moved to the old frequencies. That's the reason.
Next question, ma.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And the last question was effect of wireless signals on human being.
Yeah, I thought somebody will ask that question. Very good. One thing, uh, all on wireless. People are saying whether mobile phone using is affected the human being. Uh, to my surprise, and this is true also.
Hello.
The the effect of mobile phone when compared to the radiation that is coming from the base station cell tower radiation is more dangerous. In India, unfortunately, whether the regulations is followed or not, there is no proper monitoring mechanism. I think so. I'm not. I may be wrong also sometimes. There is no proper monitoring mechanism. In Robot 2 also you have seen the amount of power that should be radiated from the base station is not properly maintained in India. If that is the case, near to the base station, people will be affected. Generally, they lead to get cancer. The mobile phone people are using, generally the radiation coming out of from the mobile phone is very, very, very less compared to the radiation that is coming out from the base station. So people who talks for long time, the effect will be generally somewhat more compared to the normal talking. So if you want to talk for a long time, please use earphones. Suppose if you are staying near to the base station, definitely you will be affected if norms is followed by that resource, by that service provider. That is not in your hand, but it will be generally affected. If a antenna is facing towards your home and you are near in 100 and 200 meters or 300 meters near to the base station, you will be affected a lot. That was proved by the IIT professor, IIT Bombay professor also. So definitely, so using Bluetooth is it will be more radiation? No, radiation is less. Mobile phones somewhat more when compared to the Bluetooth, but the radiation coming from the base station cell tower is large compared to the. Any doubt regarding again radiations? You can ask.
Sir, actually, I've got a small doubt, sir.
Please.
As you spoke about how mobile phone calls happen, you talked about MSH and every state has a center.
Yes.
Then how will the international calls happen, sir?
When you make a call from AP to Tamil Nadu, first it will go
No,
to
no, sir,
MSC of
not like
one,
that.
one second, one second. It will go to MSC, from that MSC to another MSC. Likewise, there is an international, there is one separate trunk lines for international. So that will go to that exchange. From that exchange, so number which you are dialing for mobile phones, number you are dialing for landlines, number you are dialing, the series which you are using in other states are different. Likewise, every country code will also different. Okay, when you are making a call to US, the code first you dial like 00, 001, 002, like that you will be dialing. That code base, once the code is received by your MSC, it knows what kind of code it is. Already database is maintained. So correspondingly, it will be routed to the international ISD trunks, and from there it will go to ISD calls.
Okay. Okay, sir.
When you
Thank
make a call from your mobile to landline also, landline generally starts with like 0877. Our mobile starts with 9 series, 8 series, 7 series like that. So once you dial, it will understand what kind of number it is, whether it's mobile related or landline related. It's mobile related, it happens within the MSC. If it is landline related, go to exchanges.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Anything else?
Now, that's all, sir. The questions are completed. Now, I request Mr. K. Murli
Right.
Mohan, sir, Head Department of Mathematical Sciences, to propose vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Lahari. On behalf of the organizing committee, first of all, I would like to thank our beloved chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Manchu Mohan Babu sir, and our revered CEO, Mr. Vishnu Manchu sir, for supporting us in all possible ways and making this event possible. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. D. Ashalata Madam, who always stand by us, guide us, lead us, and motivate us. My earnest thanks to today's illustrious speaker, Dr. P.V. Ramana sir, Professor, Department of ECE, and Dean Academics, Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College, who gave an insightful presentation on role of communications in daily life. I would like to thank UG and PG coordinator of Sri Vidyaniketan Degree College, Dr. P. Manohar sir, for his enormous cooperation in the organization of the event. I would like to thank Dr. K. Srinivasulu sir, Assistant Professor in Electronics, Sri Vidyaniketan Degree College, the webinar coordinator, for working hard and ensuring that this program is carried out flawlessly. I would like to thank the media team of Sri Vidyaniketan Educational Trust for designing the brochures and e-certificates. Special thanks to student coordinators, Mrs. Soundarya Lahari, Mr. Bhargav, and Ms. Akhila for brilliant anchoring, publicity, and for handling question and answer sessions marvelously. I thank all my colleagues and organizing committee members for their involvement and enormous cooperation in the organization of the event. My heartfelt thanks to all the participants and students without whom this event would not have been unfolded. I once again thank everyone for making this program successful. Over to you, Lahari.
Thank you, sir. To Srinivasulu, sir.
Madam Principal, Madam. Sir, nice lecture, sir. Valuable information for communication in daily life.
Ma'am, you are in mute, madam.
Madam, please, madam.
Madam, you are in mute mode, madam. Ma'am, you are in mute mode, please.
The communications, they define the human excellence and existence, sir. But most of the time, we don't know the nuances of how to make it perfect. So with the help of the available technology. So today, I hope that all the children who have listened to your talk, they'll be pretty much interested to pursue it further and also make themselves perfect in order to take up the content that they have, like all the content goals and skills are equally important, but at the very same time they should put it in the right practice. I hope that this session will enlighten them and motivate them to do it in a right way, sir. Thank you so much for being with us and always motivating and encouraging us with your presence. Thank you.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Ramana, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, madam. Over, madam.
Yeah, sir. We can close it. Yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Thank you everyone for your patience.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm glad to thank all the participants for joining us in the webinar today. The feedback form link will be available in the YouTube chat box. All the Zoom and YouTube participants kindly fill the feedback form and submit it in an hour. You will get the e-certificate after the submission of feedback form within 7 working days. I repeat, please fill the feedback form and submit it in an hour and you will receive the e-certificate after the submission of feedback form within 7 working days. Thank you one and all and have a great day.
Okay, Lahari, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, over the webinar, Amma.